Meditation has helped me becoming a better version of myself. I can see a lot of transformation and healing. I feel much more happier and contented since I've started moving into state of being.
I have manifested my dream house, a pyramid house in Bangalore. It took me a time, right? Maybe 2 years to manifest. And some of them, like sending my child to abroad for the studies, I manifested so quickly, maybe in 6 to 8 months period.
I just can't believe, it has been 4 years since we have started this. It all started with one man, with his thoughts, with his vision. His vision, his intent is what has created all of us to be sitting here and, celebrating the 4th anniversary. I can only thank him and his army of all of us. And of course, Vani ma'am, who has been, a pillar of strength behind all this.
I started loving myself. I started looking for things which I love to do. I started doing that instead of sacrificing my thoughts and all that.
I often people hear saying, meditation. No, I will do it when I retire. Not realizing it is in fact the other way around. If you are into meditation, you don't retire. You retire yourself and prepare yourself for the second inning, third inning, fourth inning, and the journey continues.
Manifestation works very naturally. So now I'm more aware of what I'm thinking, what right thoughts am I having. So because I want only those to be my reality. Very simple as that.
Good morning, good afternoon, and a wonderful evening, dear friends and masters. A very warm welcome to day 5 of our miracle journey. As we are building this momentum, hope everyone is taking that moment to reflect on what experiences they're having, what insights we're getting from these wisdom sessions, and what challenges we want to overcome. So very warm welcome again, sir. Over to you. Thank you, everyone.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. There are 3 things to our practice. What to learn, what to experience is infinite or unlimited. So this practice, just like how you take care of your body, we take care of that mind and then higher intelligence or the soul stuff. So the practice requires that we continue to do this, just like how we continue to take care of the body with the whole lifetime. We continue to take care of the mind, we continue to take care of the energy that we are. Body means what we know, external food, anything that is externally injected. But what we don't know is about how the mind is controlling the body. And so then, which is the 99% of it. The energy, the influence that we have, the mind and the soul nature on a physical body is 99% or more. The external energy that we intake externally from external sources is only tiny, tiny, tiny. less than 1%. If we move into that consciousness, if I am in a consciousness that, oh, this is requires extra protein, this requires special liquid of something, this is going on like this, so I need to not do anything to it right now for some days. I don't take that, I don't take this. That means we are fully in the body consciousness. And so then it requires a lot of external injection of material. Still, the problem won't solve anyway, because it's temporarily suppressing it. We're only treating the symptom, we're not going to the root cause. The root cause, the body is going to illness because of the blocks in the energy body. Physical body goes to illness because of blocks in the energy body. Energy body blocks are there because of improper thinking. Improper thinking is there because we do not have the right understanding, or the intellect is not enhanced enough. And intellect does not get enhanced unless we dissolve the past memories that are there that is holding us back in our leading towards this improper thinking. This whole chain is continuous. Improper thinking, tit for tat, is improper thinking. Somebody did something to me, then I have to do something back to them. If I'm regularly losing something in my business, then improper thinking is that you're trying to go on, judge yourself that, okay, I'm not fit for business, and then I come out of it before even noticing and say, is there anything that I learned from it before I quit or before I go and start another one? Until we learn from a situation, we will not be able to graduate from that scenario. On this, on here, when we start education, until we finish fifth, we can't go to sixth. Simple, as simple as that. If I finish fifth, only then I can go to sixth. If I'm learning music, if I don't finish the basics, then I can't go to the next. Very simple. The teacher would not talk about it. You will also try, but then it can't go there. And so then we have to, until we finish the first few lessons, you can't go to the later lessons. It is just that we don't see that every event and every situation happening to us is like that we are here as a school of learning to experience. Spiritual science is saying that we are here as a school of learning and experiencing. The learning graduates, if I finish, if I'm able to handle 100 people event, then the next step is that there'll be an opportunity in front of me to handle 1,000 people event. Until that time, I can't even think. The idea of doing an event for 1,000 people would not even come to the mind. It won't even come to the mind until I finish doing something on my own in my company. I would not even get the idea that, okay, I will go and then start my own company. It won't even come because the learning has not happened. Only through learning that we are gaining newer ideas. Our vision is expanding. And now, as we learn in the current scenario, then our vision expands for the next one. It's a natural process. We think that I have done it. But for every experience, unless there is cooperation from consciousness to influence everybody else and everything else in that experience, it's not possible for anybody. Mukulji could have decided to go anywhere. today in this session, but you chose to be here. We are, whatever number we are all here. We chose to be here, but you could have been anywhere. Because we all have, some people must have taken hard decision to be here today. Must have been difficult. But what makes all of this to happen? When the choices are many, why only this? Why not something else? Because this is the experiences. So there is something that is orchestrating these events all the time. Our soul nature is orchestrating the events all the time for each of us. So every experience, I came to understand, every experience of life is possible and is happening because there is somebody else, something else is orchestrating the event. If I go as simple as going to my office today, if I have an experience beautifully going into the office through the reception to my desk, that an experience is possible because the people who are there, the office managers, the infrastructure in charge, who are that, they all are doing their job, and because of that, we had a great experience. Imagine they didn't clear the trash and everything is there, and you're going through, you have a different experience then. Imagine there is no receptionist and they're not welcoming you anymore, and then you just have to imagine the security guy did not do a job, then you'll be locked up outside. Everything has to come together for us to have that experience. So just the way we are taking care of the body, but the body, the impact of the food on the body, impact of external things, external energy, we call it sources of external energy, is very, very little, whereas the experiences are coming through our mind or body, or this soul energy of the body. There's two things that we take care. How do we take care? We master the mind, we connect with this source. Mastering the mind is 90% is with us. And just inside of us. 90% of the suffering is here, mastering the mind, because the suffering moves the body into incoherent states. What they found is that when we have lower emotion, there is an energy scale. David Hawkins, his book, Maps of Consciousness, Power versus Force, give a perspective, but there is an energy scale for every emotion. And so every emotion has an energy scale. There are emotions that are lower in nature, meaning frustration, separation, anger, rejection, guilt. All of these emotions have low frequency. They are lower energy. And whereas the other, which are the natural state emotions for each of us, being calm, being peaceful, being friendly, feeling like helping others, compassion, love, all these are natural emotions. Natural emotions. That means they have a natural state. But the suffering is because of improper understanding, we suffer. And the 90% is due to our own meaning because we hold on to the past and everything. So the question to ask is, why do you hold on to past? If somebody did not do something, why should it keep bugging me? Okay, I understand in the field of things. Because we have this concept of time, because the concept of, somebody is judging me, and so then I have to, that judging me means that I become that just because they judge me. Oh, can never deliver. This is what the comment is going to come. Or because we are attached to our performance, and so then it is going to give me more increment because attached to this whole position and power. There's so many things are there because of which we are agitated in the mind for every small thing and little thing, many cases. So and all of that is improper. It comes from improper understanding of the life, that everything is still can be managed. We know it. Today, if we couldn't deliver, tomorrow I can do it. World does not come down. But we just can't take it because we have many, many It's called, ultimately comes to survival thinking. And so then this improper understanding must disappear. And so then the mind gets rectified of thought. Situation happens, it's okay. Then we move to the next one. Mind stops judging. And all of it, dear friends, requires that we do this practice continuously, just like we take care of the body. 90% through our mind, 9% through things that are caused through others, maybe my parents, maybe my bosses, maybe my environment here, to others, physical hurt and violence, physical as well as mental hurt and violence that is happening through others to us, which is again attracted based on our thinking. And so if you change the thought process that somebody is nice to me, they will be nice to you, if not now, later. If you say that they're very, very harsh and may they continue to create their experience for us, where thoughts create reality. And so the 9% we can change by first changing ourselves. Now they will change at some point, so there's a gap. Until that time, we continue to experience their suffering, but that's okay. But at least we have a hope we have a plan to change that. 1% is from the consciousness, depending on it's a group consciousness, it's a group level thing, like calamities, the natural calamities of all kinds, drought somewhere, earthquakes here, there. All that is a group consciousness, group work, and the group intention, and group lesson, and so things do happen. Even for a great practitioner, they can escape through them. When they align to the purpose of life, of course, they escape through them. So with this, the practice, then in order to rectify the mind, and rectifying the mind comes with the proper understanding of situations. What happens if I didn't get my increment this year? Is that a big problem? That understanding must come. Step back. Yes, I wish to have a great increment. So what if I didn't get an increment? Of course, I want to deliver 3 months before the deadline so that now my company has got some nice recognition. I want to do it, but if it doesn't happen, it's okay. Now at the cost of our employees that I keep pushing them, breathing down their neck every moment. That understanding must come. How can I cause so much of inconvenience, so much of discomfort, so much of pain to everyone else just for the sake of my own goals? What will I do? You do not do unto others what you don't do unto yourself. Jesus Christ. Do not do unto others what you do not want to do unto yourself. That understanding must come that every moment I must put somebody else also in my situation to see what is the right thing for to be done at that moment to them. If it is the right thing for me, I'll do it to them. Otherwise, not. So the practice, then the understanding can only come by learning and learning and learning, dear friends. If you listen to somebody, I used to chase, go after it. But you know what? The moment I stopped chasing, then I started doing things, and then suddenly they start showing up. Then we get and say, oh, okay, so maybe I can step back to, I'll do best possible, but I'll leave it. Chasing is that I never drop it from our mind, 24 hours. Sometimes you get out of the race to get back into the race. That's the concept. So the constant learning is essential. So the practice of rectifying the mind, developing the intellect, and then connecting into the intelligence, if we recognize that every experience is happening through this consciousness, which is always orchestrating events, then we are constantly connecting with it, to be one with it, to draw help from it. And so this connection is meditation. Enhancing our intellect is regular knowledge. Rectifying the mind is, of course, knowledge drives, but then we also do things, is going into the middle path of doing a right amount of talking. This is a lifelong process. We need to lifelong process. We need to read and read and read. Lifelong process to continue to meditate. Lifelong process to listen to others' experiences. Three things that we ask to do. And we do these three, when the soul nature, where many, many past experiences are holding us back into improper thinking, they get dissolved. They're revealed, they get dissolved. We get to know to the root cause. When you keep meditating, you go to the root cause. What happened in the past? Talked about this briefly. When the root cause is known, it gets dissolved. It doesn't have the power anymore. You know what to do about it. If I have fear of water, I know what to do now. Now the root cause is known. It is dissolved in my mind, in my subconscious, so then I don't no longer get fearful of it. I'm not happy in what I'm doing. You go into meditation. Somewhere you get to see the root cause that, okay, you are connected to this master, so this is what you're supposed to do. You get to a root cause where something is revealed to you. You plan to do something, becoming, and you're seeing a lot of dreams. You're seeing experience of you playing a lot of brilliant music or concerts or whatever. But here, stuck in some job, then you know that I need to change. The root cause is known of why the suffering is coming. So you automatically change and navigate yourself. And so then automatically, then improper thinking stops. The moment we are in the right plan and path of ours. So the lifelong process that we say, the three things, just like how we take care of the body, we take care of the mind, the constant reading and constant listening to others' experiences, mind is mind and intellect together, and then we take care of the soul nature by constant meditation, energizing ourselves constantly, connecting to it constantly. So Patrizi enormously emphasized on reading books, enormously emphasized on practicing in the best possible way. Best possible way. So we will recommend some books for everyone. There are some amazing, amazing books are there, but they must be read. I have read, and I continue to read many, many, many thousands of books I've read now. At any given time, I'm reading 3-4 books. Right now, I'm reading several books around. There is a master called, of course, Master E.K., and also Sri K. Parvati Kumar. Sri K. Parvati Kumar. I got hold of some books. They're not available in the net, I believe, but then I've been reading several of these books. Went to a fair recently, bought some 20 books. Parvati Kumar, Master E.K. Several of these books I read right now. Books have to be read, dear friends. Meditation has to be there, and then listen to experience has to be there. Let's go into meditation once again. Relax yourself. And our regular meditation is helping us to read, but we also make an active attempt to read. And so listen to the book clubs that we have programs offering. Next week, I believe the book clubs start. So the meditation practice that we are doing here, and then we do it long enough time, we're not doing for a short time, is because only when we are spending long enough to connect, make a connection to this field. And you want to have received sufficient amount of energy, sufficient amount of information, insight, then we go longer. That's when life becomes effortless. Ease, because we have all the knowledge that we are receiving, and so the decision making becomes easy. So relax yourself. We're practicing breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind and be in the state of emptiness, arrest the mind. We do this by observing our normal, natural breath. As you see in the picture, we sit down comfortably on the chair and the sofa. Cross your feet, cross your fingers into fingers, hands in your lap comfortably, and closing eyes, observing our natural breath, called breath mindfulness meditation. We do this for sufficiently long time. Every day, spending about 35 minutes to 40 minutes here. Let's go into it again. When you observe the breath with your eyes closed, and as the key is natural breath, no manipulation of the breath, no pranayama of special, simply observing that breath. Slowly, mind is becoming less and less of thought. In case there are distractions and when mind wanders, bring your attention back to the breath. Called breath mindfulness meditation. Relax yourself, dear friends. Let's go into the practice. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. when you observe your breath, your mind slowly becoming empty. the mind is becoming empty, and yourself to experience that greater emptiness. The field of energy. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, that blackness. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy, the field of consciousness. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness, this energy, the longer you are with your stillness, the more we receive from it. is natural to have thought. If you recognize you are thinking, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that calmness or emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into the emptiness of yourself. Everyone and everything is connected in this field of energy, the field of emptiness. The longer you stay aware of this field, the more you experience that connection, the more empathetic you become. The more divine you become. Friends, let's express gratitude to all things and everybody. Your gratitude to your parents, your teachers, mentors, to all the people in your life. To this grand nature, to the mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, angelic kingdom, to everything you use, the technology, to all the system, the government, the companies, yourself, and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recap your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? Whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoy the session. Breath meditation is the most simplest, but the most profound. It is the most simplest way to go into the empty states or lose our material experience, body experience. But lose ourselves completely to merge into the whole. When understood, then we don't crave for any other types of meditations. There is energy, there is matter. If matter is dissolved, energy is there. Energy is everything, including our individual soul consciousness, including the whole consciousness. Both are there. They're all there. We merge into it. So we don't need any special other types of meditations. Our body, the pranamaya kosha, the energy body, has all these junction points called chakras. Now they all are memory blocks, understanding blocks. If we increase their understanding, they automatically dissolve. The moment I increase my understanding, the survival disappears, my root chakra is dissolved, root chakra is open. So we don't need special meditations because they're only temporary. I can go on doing my chakra activation meditation again and again and again. But if it doesn't change here, my understanding does not change, then it keeps getting blocked and blocked and blocked and blocked. That's why we say first understand what is each one when we are looking and saying, I've got to activate chakras, I've got to go and connect with my soul, twin flames, this, that. They're all very many words are there. But ultimately they get minimized to knowing that I'm beyond the body, I'm this, and that experience is coming through breath mindfulness meditation. I'm the whole, I'm the existence. Comes through this meditation, simplest. If I regularly read, regularly knowledge again, then automatically all the blocks in my energy body are removed naturally. It's going to get removed because as I read, I go into that experience and so it becomes stronger for me. I no longer judge, I no longer complain, I no longer suppress myself. If I don't suppress my throat chakra, it's great. Great. If I don't suppress and then express beautifully, my throat chakra becomes, it starts operating wonderfully. And so then everything around that area is great. We have a little bit of time for Q&A. Or anybody would like to share an experience? Anyone, please raise your hand. Yes, Sonalji.
Yes, sir. I thought, had a wonderful experience. I'll share. I always felt I never saw any visions for a long time. You know how we say when we start expecting, that's when, so you just drop it and be open. So I saw myself somewhere where there's a lot of people and there are a lot of birds on the ground, and there's one person with me. I couldn't see who it was, and we're feeding these birds there, and it was just So surreal. The place, I was there in that place. And for a while, I think I was completely, I didn't hear nothing. So I know I was not here. So I just thought I'll share that. So thank you. Writing it down, don't know what it is, but felt amazing because I felt that emptiness. There was nothing after, for a moment of period. So thank you. That's, power of the group energies. Thank you.
Nice. That's great. Yesterday, is Roja Madam there? Do you see Roja Madam in the call? She experienced Kumbh beautifully in her meditation. It was so real for her experiencing the whole Kumbh. So she was narrating how she traveled there, how she's taking a trip, and how real it was for her. Okay. Without going anywhere, just in your meditation, you experience something very, very profound. That's what she's sharing. Maybe she'll come one of the days. Let's listen to her firsthand. How meditation miraculously can help us gain those experiences. Going to places, meeting people. Yes,
Sure, we
Liz.
have Bhaskar, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, if you want to unmute, sir. Bhaskar ji, you can unmute.
Chandra sir, I have one question. Yesterday you were talking about the meditation experiences, like physical energy, mind and intellect, bliss and emotional. I mean, whether it is like sequential, when first we'll experience physical, later energy, it's like that, or
No,
so
they can be in any order.
okay.
When you walk into your office, can your CEO come and meet you? Or your manager comes and meet you?
Oh, okay.
Anybody can be there. And anything
Okay.
can happen. So all these are there parallel, simultaneous. Okay.
Oh, so it doesn't show any.
Whatever is necessary is happening.
Oh, okay.
Your intentions, what is necessary? If it's necessary that you have to access a deep memory, or if necessary you have to really go into a very, very blissful, joyful state so that you can just disconnect from everything else, that's what will happen to you that day, potentially, right? What's necessary? Or as we practice more and more.
Okay. I was just thinking like we do like study LKG, UKG. It is a sequential lesson. So, I mean, I was having that question. Thank you, Chandra sir. And I just want to share one experience with people. So, I mean, earlier before this meditation, when I go into when I travel on a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler in a Bangalore traffic, I was just cursing. I'm getting stuck and getting delayed and things like that. After maybe a couple of months of the meditation practices, what I feel like right now I'm enjoying the traffic. So the traffic is there, then I'll start looking at my breath, and the experience is totally different. And earlier I used to shout at the co-passenger. The people who are traveling next to me, and when there's somebody honks or something like that, I used to shout. Now, I feel like, okay, everybody is in the chaos. So, I pray God to, make this, the situation better. There's a great shift in my, thinking level. So that's what I just wanted to share. So the meditation can bring the peace and contentment. That's what I used to hear from others, but now I start experiencing. It's a great experience for me. Thank you. And one of my friend actually is a German, and he used to say, driving in the Indian roads is being active. What he was saying was like you will be dynamic all the time, like you will be alert. So what he was saying, like driving in the Indian roads is meditation. Even if you skip a second, something will happen because it is so what to call this chaos is so organized. You can't skip even a minute. In a sense, like you should be so alert. So that is what meditation. He puts it that way, like being alert, you're developing mindfulness. Uh, that really give a different perspective to our. Earlier we used to, curse and shout at people. But now, the different. If you look at the different perspective, it's a great, relaxation kind of person. So nowadays, I enjoy riding on the Indian roads. Thank you very much.
Great. So we go into the traffic. A Zen master is always moving us at the edge of the cliff to develop the great mindfulness. And so I guess you are doing that in the Indian roads or any traffic conditions.
Yeah.
Be so alert. Meditation, because we experience that connection. This meditation, we experience the connection with everybody.
Okay.
Because the connection is experienced. When you go into this empty state, the field, it's a field of energy where we're all specks of conscious energy. So all of us are connected in that field very intricately to each other. And so when you experience that, when you come out, then it's difficult to raise voice. It's difficult to judge. It's difficult to shout.
Yeah.
You move to more of an acceptance because you feel yourself as the whole. That experience is carried through into us.
Okay.
And so it's because it's carried through for the rest of the day or whatever. And so then you feel that wholeness. And so what are you going to shout at? That doesn't even come. That's the process that's happening. Top down.
Okay.
Of course, in the process, we'll also learn a little bit and say, what's the point in shouting? Because we only lose our energy. Even if shout, things are not going to change just like that. So let's just keep quiet. It's okay. Instead, even if you want to say something to the other person, you convey through your thought, like you said, I pray, give them the strength to go through it. So you become more efficient in the way you utilize your energy. That part, the most important part is the connection, the wholeness and oneness, two experiences happening. Right? Because of which you become more empathetic. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
We have Anandi. Please unmute. Yeah, there we go.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, friends. This is Anandi from Bangalore. It's been nice connecting with all you people. I have been passing through this meditation for the last 25 days. I have been to the Wow Thrive program, and this is my second program with the Buddha CEO. Myself, I find a lot of difference in this last 25 days. The first is the mindfulness, and the second is the self-talk. So always, most of the times, I'll be in the self-talk. I keep talking to myself, what is happening, what is going on, and I'll be spending more time on the self-talk. Now the self-talk is being reduced, and my thought levels also have been like I used to think very fast. Now it is slowly, consistently coming down, and I'm having thoughts are reduced and useful thoughts, not that unwantedly I don't think much. And my sleep pattern, that is the first thing which I want to experience, is the sleep. I get into the deep sleep. Earlier I used to sleep, but I get disturbed around 3 o'clock. Again, the thoughts keep coming. Then again, I go to sleep, and the next day waking gets late, and then the whole day will be disturbed. Now what happens is my the deep sleep pattern is being so changed that I sleep earlier, say around 10 o'clock, something like that, and I have very good deep sleep. And I get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock, and I have enough time for myself, me time, and then the day it's been energetic. The earlier I used to feel half a day, say the second half I used to feel drowned, with my energy is getting drowned and I won't be so active. Now what happens is the energy level is being increased and the whole day I am fully energetic. This is my experience, what I have been going through for the last 25 days. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful, madam. Self-talk. When the self-talk is managed, self-talk is changing, then of course, significant part of our life is changing. Simple. So you're mastering. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. I see here a few questions. So now you're also telling it just in 25 days you are there. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So new people here, of course, we are listening to this. It can happen. It can happen in 25 days, can happen in 1 week too. Because we are starting off from where we left in the earlier lifetime, if it's first time for your meditation. So someone asked, can we do different types of meditations, chakra, soul meditation, twin heart meditation together with this one? So I say that you increase your understanding first of what they mean. If you have the right knowledge of these, then you will know still the need them. If we increase, as I mentioned, if we increase our understanding of what chakras are, what is soul, what happens in breath meditation when we are emptying ourselves, and what's the objective of a soul meditation? If it is connecting to it, then you connect to it with your intention. And so then you can think of doing any of them. But the foundation, the base foundation is breath meditation. Just do it. Everything is given in it. Because when you are with this field of energy, then you're accessing your past, present, future. All the experience of that. Can we continue to watch the breath throughout the day, even during activities? Perfect. If we can do, that's great. Do that. Because every time you observe the breath, you are naturally connected with the breath too. It can reveal you many more things. So, dear friends, next couple of days, I'm going to talk about an important concept of how the reality, called the personal reality, is created. The big picture understanding and what we heard called soul science yesterday when Divya was talking about soul science. So we'll talk about this concept of the soul science. It is explained in 6 theories. This beautiful concept that Patanjali is stitched together from various things. We've got 6 theories of spiritual science, or soul science. The first one is stating that we all come from emptiness. We all come from nothingness. This whole Brahman, everything is there. First, everything is that. Everything is that. From that comes each and every one of us. Otherwise, all energy, that emptiness, that field that exists, whatever that is, but there is nothingness. From there comes everything, or the consciousness, the Brahman. Everything is that first science, first theory. From there come each and every one of us, called law of reincarnation, theory of reincarnation. So then we reincarnate. We come and go, come and go, come and go. Keep transforming from one to the other. Then we come to experience life. Because this whole thing is expanding all the time. The consciousness is expanding all the time, experiencing itself at different frequencies called different dimensions. When I use the word multi-dimension, that's what is different frequencies means. Different dimensions are there. Every dimension is a frequency. This is one frequency world, meaning a band of frequency world is here through which we see material. Another frequency world you don't see, something else. And so there are different dimensions, different frequencies. And so we are experiencing, we come here and reincarnate to experience life and go back, reincarnate and go back, reincarnation. And so whatever that we are experiencing now, not necessarily only because what we learned in this lifetime, but even from the previous lifetimes, it carries forward. And so the reincarnation. The third thing is the cause and effect, or the law of karma. Is taking specific roles, seeking specific experiences to go and do that. They become a rich person, become a highly educated person, become a farmer, a villager, a countryside person, become a politician. Various roles we take, and through the various roles, we experience life differently. Law of cause and effect, law of karma. We reincarnate, then we take various roles and we choose and then decide just the way we choose what I want to do. We choose what I want to do. Without that, it doesn't happen. And so then we're choosing a role which play planning, just the way plan. So there is a law of cause and effect. For every role we take, then there is some responsibility whether we fulfill. If I don't fulfill, there is an effect of it, cause and effect. If something is happening to me, it's because there is a cause behind where I did not fulfill my role well. And so then I'm appropriately experiencing, trying to go back and fulfill it. That's really what it is. The third thing is everything is happening. And we take on, reincarnate, we take on a role and then fulfill the role. We work to go through the role. Nothing wrong, good and bad about it. Just because I'm poor doesn't mean that I've done sins. It's a lot of things are there. The third one, we'll understand all of it from tomorrow and day after. The fourth one is that in our fulfillment of various roles that we are taking and then doing, there's only progress. There's always progress in life. There's always progress for every situation. It is a temporary or poor in thinking and improper interpretation of situations make us feel like, I have failed, I stopped, life is miserable and this is not happening, all that stuff. But otherwise, there's always progress for everybody. It's called theory of progression. The theory of consciousness, theory of reincarnation, theory of karma, cause and effect, theory of progression. There's always progress in life for everyone, not just for a few people. The fifth one is that at some point we are doing all of this unconsciously, but become more conscious of everything that we are doing. And then it's called law of yoga, theory of yoga, meditation. The moment we understand that the big picture, and then we go into doing things differently, then we accelerate things. The theory of meditation, once they're called theory of yoga, when it comes into picture, when you understand that we are much bigger than this body, then we are suddenly accelerating life experience, suddenly living the life differently, in the most complete, more profound, most meaningful manner. Theory of yoga. Uniting with our highest self. Theory of yoga means, so far we're thinking I'm just this, but yoga is union, and your union with your whole, and so then you have a different experience, accelerated experience of life. Fifth one. The sixth one then is theory of infinity, is where there are infinite ways that you recognize that you are unlimited, unbounded nature, and so then you experience everything. Infinite ways. There's no limit anymore for an individual. There's no limit of what you cannot do. You're free, but you're free to experience infinite. And they seek into those infinite things. So there is theory of consciousness. Everything comes from this whole. Then you have reincarnation. We reincarnate, we go back. Then theory of cause and effect, a karma, where we are taking roles, and then if we are fulfilling appropriate roles, and if you don't fulfill, they come back to fulfill again. If we don't fulfill, we sort of taking a tougher way to learn that lesson so that we can go back and then do another one. The theory of karma. Then theory of constant progression. Whatever we do, we're always progressing. So never to lament, never to cry, never to crib. and then theory of yoga, which is sort of bringing many things together to accelerate experience of life. People will say, I never thought I've experienced this. I never thought I will do in my lifetime this, because they are doing what they would have done 10 years later, 20 years later, they're doing now. Because one day meditation comes into picture, that understanding comes, the theory of yoga and the theory of infinity. Then once you are there, then everything is infinite, nothing is limited. And so we'll understand these concepts in the next couple of days, some of them in detail. To the extent possible, scientifically also, while the philosophically we understand, but also to the extent possible, we'll try to put some quantum physics terms together to understand this in the best possible way. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow again. Thank you.
So we have one announcement. Friends, we have, circulating self-assessment one. Please take time to fill that. It should take about 2 to 3 minutes. That really helps all the participants. And also, there's a lot of people who have put together this program for you. So we'll really appreciate if you take time to fill out those assessments. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude.
Yes. Hello, masters, and hello, friends. That was a wonderful session from Chandra sir. So, yes, the spiritual law theories he'll be discussing, as he said, tomorrow and day after tomorrow. It's good to know all the 6 theories. It's a wonderful learning for us. And Mukulji, thank you so much. Yes, you can connect with Chandra sir personally and share your experience. Very glad that you're back in this journey. Thank you. And friends, if you have any questions or you want to share your experience, please do raise your hand. We'll have a couple of minutes more and then we'll wrap up the session. Yes, friends. You can share your experience also, like your meditational experience also. You can share it in chat. And as Sir said, the 3 things, even Patriji always talks about this: meditation, and then book reading, and the Sajjana Sangatya, they say. That is what Sir was explaining. I'm listening to the sessions, listening to many masters, and also coming into group to understand this knowledge, to learn about this. So these 3 things should be a part of your daily routine. So from there, the progress starts. That is how you progress. That is how your learning develops. Okay, I think no questions for today. So in this program, in this 3 weeks, Tuesday and Friday, we will have, if you have any questions, you can hold on to it or write it down. So Tuesday and Friday, I'll be here in this batch to answer your questions, or you can share your experience too. We'll be very happy to listen to your experience. And of course, the lives, Chandra sir will be in batch 1. If you want to ask or share your experience with him, you can join the morning batch, that is 6 a.m. IST, batch 1. And like they announced, we'll be starting our book club from coming week, Inspire Book Club, which will happen in Monday and then Wednesday. The details will be given to you. So in book clubs, messages will come in the group also, in the WhatsApp group. So you can attend the book clubs. It's a great way to learn, at least to get an idea about the book, to know some details about the book right away in those sessions instead of us reading. And of course, later you can go and if it's really interest you, then you can go ahead and read those books. So yes, and we will also share the book list, as Chandra sir mentioned. We will share some 25 recommended books from the foundation, which was my first list of books, which I started learning when I entered into this journey, came into this journey. Okay, friends, thank you so much. So see you all tomorrow. And I will meet you all on Tuesday, coming Tuesday. So please come forward, keep your video on, listen, and then share your experience, or you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you, friends.
Gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful.
Yes.
I'm so grateful.
Tiger just dropped.
I'm so grateful.
Okay. I see Numan Sadhat, sir. Have you joined now? Just now? The batch just got over. Do you want details about the timing, Numan? Yes, you can unmute and just let us know if you need any clarification regarding the timing, because I just noticed you have joined now, right? Okay. Okay. See you, Kiranji. Thank you so much. Thank you, Saigaru. Everyone. Thank you, Master. See you all tomorrow.